So in the Bible, there are all these stories about people in the wilderness, and they're usually there for a reason. Like either God's gonna prove something to them, or he wants them to prove something to him. That's hard. Let's go. This is Israel, and this is the wilderness. It's actually a region in Israel that used to be called Moab. Today, you can find it on a map just west of the Dead Sea. I mean, look at this place. It's dry, it's dusty, it's hot. There isn't any shade because not much grows here. It's uncomfortable. You get sweaty and thirsty just being out here for 10 minutes. When the Bible talks about wilderness, it's a dangerous desert. There are rocks and cliffs and nasty, dangerous animals like the deathstalker scorpion and one of the most poisonous snakes in the world, the black adder. It's where God would send people to be tested. When God rescued the Israelites out of slavery, he had Moses take them through the Red Sea and into the wilderness. God was testing Israel to see if they would trust him. Fast forward a long time. The wilderness is still there when Jesus steps onto the scene. Matthew chapter 4 says, Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The devil came to him and said, "If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread." Now think about this for a minute. Jesus is in the wilderness where Moses and the Israelites have been tested, and he's thirsty and hungry, just like they were thirsty and hungry. The Israelites had to learn to trust that God would give them food and water. How did Jesus handle this temptation? Does he do some magic trick to turn stones into bread? No, he says, "It is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." Jesus knew his Bible. He knew that the whole point of the story was whether people would choose to trust God or not. Jesus trusted God even when he was hungry because he knew it wasn't food that kept him alive, it was God. The devil knew the Bible too, though. Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you're the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down." Then the devil quoted the Bible. He said, "For it is written, he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." That's an exact quote from Psalm 91. But Jesus quoted the Bible right back. "It is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." The devil tempted Jesus a third time, this time on a high mountain like this. Jesus could see cities, whole kingdoms from up here. The devil said, "All this I will give you if you will bow down and worship me." But Jesus shut down temptation a third time. "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Woo! Jesus passed the test 3 times. Every time, Jesus remembered things God had said. That we should worship him alone. That God is the one who tests us, not the other way around. And that we should trust him. Now, you don't have to go to the actual wilderness to be tested. You might be tested the next time you have to wait for something and need to be patient. You might be going through something that feels like a wilderness. You might feel alone or scared or even mad at God. Or you might even feel tempted to do something you know you're not supposed to. So what do you think? What's like the wilderness in your life? Are there times you feel tempted not to trust God or not to obey him? When do you feel worried that God won't take care of you? Whatever's going on, God is with you. And that's true wherever you are.